Yo, welcome to my first video. I am drawing Hajime no Ippo, a speed paint that I decided to draw and I think was long overdue because I'm such a big fan of this anime. It's really one of my favorite animes of all time, and I think probably right now my favorite sports anime that I have watched. I think it's close with Diamond No Ace if anybody watched it, but I'm just in general like a fan of sports anime. So yeah, decided to draw it. I think at first I had a little bit of problems like knowing how and what I was going to do with it. So at the beginning I just sketched out multiple poses and wanted to have like a cool compositions because I knew I wanted to have like a poster like illustration. So yeah, I worked on that, and after working on that I fleshed it out. I think it was also one of my more not difficult but challenging pieces because there were a lot of like different poses that I wanted to do, and it really took every anatomy knowledge that I needed to like do this piece. But yeah, absolutely loved it. I wanted to do like Hajime no Ippo fan art for a long time. Also, what a cool show. I'm pretty stunned that there's still some people that haven't watched the show because Hajime no Ippo is such a good show. The comedy is amazing, the story is pretty good. It's super inspirational too. Not like for the people that want like a inspirational anime. But yeah, I started off with the sketch, then I go into like the rougher phase, and from the rough phase I'm going into more lines. Usually when I do illustrations and I know that it's going to take a little bit more time, I do a few passes. Like I do a rough, then I do a cleaner rough, and then I go to the line. And in this one I played around a little bit how I wanted to do the coloring, but that's going to come later. Let's still talk about the anime a little bit more. Yeah, so the comedy is pretty good, the story is also pretty good. Also really good comedy. I think sometimes like Japanese comedy can be hit or miss, but this one is just good comedy, good story, and I'm pretty big fan of like these animes where the character really has to work his way up. Like I think my problem with sports anime sometimes is like that the character doesn't struggle enough. It's like he has like one like failure and then he not like gets up, but he overcomes his failure and then he's like the baddest guy on the in the anime, and he's like OP. But I like sports animes where the main character sucks for a long time, especially for somebody who does like sport. I think I didn't even introduce myself. So quick introduction. I'm Azaria. I am currently 26 years old. I am an illustrator, painter, and I also do graphic design, but drawing is my passion, and I draw in acrylic and I do also digital work. If you want, support me on all the social medias. My name is Pundoid on every one of them. But yeah, okay, enough self-promotion. Let's get back to the show. Just talking about anime. So yeah, I don't like sports animes where the main character doesn't struggle enough. I do sports and you can be bad for a long time or forever until you get like a click or you get like certain motivation or goal, something like that, or challenges or overcome like a wall. And I love not just sports animes but animes in general that do a good job of making like the point where the character gets really good like more deserving. That's why one of the animes I also really love because of it is World Trigger, if anybody knows it too. It's also like not the most popular anime, but it's so dear to my heart. I watched it like at least 2 or 3 times. Such a good anime. I wish it would get like a lot more recognition. I know that the first like episode can be kind of hard, but compared to other animes I've watched that have like bad pacing, I don't think that World Trigger is that bad. But yes, back to Hajime no Ippo. Yeah, he struggles for a little bit, I think, but it's also I love also like sports animes that are like for example, I used to play basketball, and I think Slam Dunk is like a basketball but anime fight, and I don't have a problem with like sports animes that don't represent the sports like to 100% but deviate from it and make it a little bit more interesting. But sometimes I like grounded animes that really go deep into like everything that it has to do with sport when it comes to strategy and like training and how you train. That's why animes like Aoi no Ashi, I think it's called like that, are also super good. And Hajime no Ippo also is like super accurate with a lot of stuff, especially things that boxers go through while preparing to fight, or the weight cutting thing. But let's also talk a little bit about the illustration again. I wanted to make his featherweight belt that he has in the anime, but I don't think it came out the best, so I just left it. So now I have a lot of different cool poses that I wanted, and I also included his Dempsey roll. I had to take his Dempsey roll to draw it or make it the focal point of the illustration. And you see also here I'm trying one way to like color it, and you will later see on that I am not satisfied with it. That's why I changed it later. But yeah, I changed it later and it was super fun. The coloring part was probably my favorite. It took time to do this. It took hella time. I think this illustration is like 20 hours in total. I didn't do it all in one day, but like multiple sessions of doing it. And I hope that you like it. I know that YouTube, there's a lot of people doing like speed paints with commentary, but I will do my best to make it as interesting as possible, especially because I'm yapping my head off right here. Yeah, but if you want, support me on any social medias, and I will try to post more also on YouTube. Probably also not just speed paints, but also other projects like I really want to do a skateboard and paint on a skateboard, so also you will see my face pretty soon. And yeah, support me everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, where I post regularly, and also tell me a little bit more about sports animes that you like, or things that you would like me to draw to, or also if you agree with me about everything I said about Hajime no Ippo. And yeah, support me, like, comment, subscribe. That would help me a lot, and I see you on the next video.